Okay, this is a bed that I decided that I don't want anymore because of this apple tree right here that's crowding everything. So what I want to do is to give this apple tree some space. So what I'm going to do is get rid of this bed altogether, and it is an old hugelkultur bed. So I'll get a good 8-10 inches of soil there that's going to come in handy elsewhere. Those came from another bed, and that soil came from another bed last year. So I'm going to have to remove all that. But first thing is remove all this right here. But last year I went through my beds, and you can see one right there. I'm taking my old pails and I've drilled holes in them, and I'm using them as keyholes. So what I want to show you how well the keyhole works is you can see, oh that's cold, but the worms are in it and they're enjoying it. So this nice black soil, which is going to go really, really well in my other beds. Look at the worms coming out. Awesome. Good for fishing right there. But because I'm going to use this bed, delete this bed, I'm going to go ahead and empty this to show you how well keyhole works. Look at that. That's all decomposed. That's decomposed from last year. Look how black that is. Oh, there's a worm casing. So what I usually do is I take it to my sifter, and sift all this out, save the worms. But where this is just going to become a huge compost pile. Look at the worms in there. This is going to become just a huge compost pile. And I might plant a squash in here. And I'm going to relocate that anyways. But that is how awesome the keyhole system works. And I'm going to put some leaves back in there and put this pail in another location and let it fertilize my garden in place and leach out toward the plants. So I'll put a handful of that in there just to get it going. And I'll don't need that rock. Dandelion root. Okay, that wanted to show you how well that decomposes. And if you have an old pail, drill some holes in it. Dig a hole, set it in your garden, preferably right in the middle so it leaches outward and fertilizes your plants for you. That's called the keyhole. Fun stuff, good stuff.